Hello, what's happening, everybody? Hope you're having a beautiful and amazing day. So very happy to be here for day 29 of 31 of our 6th annual fragMas summary, kicking things off with the Spelunky 2 daily. Let's head on in and see where the day takes us. Somewhere fun, I'm sure. Thank you all for being here nice and early. Let's head on in, get all caught up, and get the daily going. A prediction out right now if you want to wager on the success or failure of this daily run, making it to Cosmic Ocean. Hey there, Pascam. What's up, Defined? Dracarnius Nova Odin. Hey there, Davy Oon Kinster. All right. Get some penguin in the hole going, huh? Hey, enjoy that lurk, Lord of Creatures. Appreciate you being here. All right, got penguin going into the hole right now. There it is. Dung beetle going into the shaft. But how high? There it is. And cricket up the ladder. Here we go. My man. Jay didn't need no warm-up. You kidding me? All right, sip of water, then we're in. Oh, before you predict, you should know there's a tiny little kitters in my lap right now, so that definitely increases difficulty. Pretty cute, though. Oh, snap, dude. Always feels a little surreal these last couple days before fragMas ends. At least it does to me. Oh, we have not updated the command yet. There will be a short break after this fragMas concludes. We'll get that all updated before the end here. Okay, let's do this. Man, oh, I can actually drop through. Hell yeah, dude. Cool. I hope you're having a nice one too, Pascam. Thank you for that. Don't know what we'll do tomorrow, but for our finale, we're going to do a triple FTL run on June 2nd for our 31st of 31 fragMas streams. Me finishing off the save. Really was not expecting to finish that save this fragMas, but, you know, here we are. What a journey. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Go. 16-3 and a pups is a really nice 1-1. Right, 3 bombs. Now, what's behind here? That's what I'm worried about. That's why I was worried about it. Okay, well. It's a tough one, dude. Go find the key. Okay, key's just right here. How am I getting in here? Let's find out. Alright, so I can cook a bomb, but the bomb's really tough to cook, or I can use 3 ropes and bomb down. That's tough. To start. That'll do it. You should get a picture of this little guy right here. Don't wake up, buddy. You're real cute, though. You're real cute. Still are. I know, it's hard when your dad plays Spelunky. that broke. Right. Alright, buddy, I'm gonna put you behind the chair now because... Because it's tough being a tired little guy. Look at the toughness right here. Pretty tough being a little guy. Pretty tough. Are you coming back down? Okay. 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 Somebody wants to be in Dad's lap. That's nice. We'll hang out then. How do I do this? Work? No. There we go. Interesting over here. Okay. Okay. Ooh, shrine time. Okay. Let's think about this. I'm gonna use a rope right here. I'm also gonna rob Yang, which is rude, but that's what we're doing. No, you can't attack the controller while I'm playing, bud. This is the daily run, okay? This is the daily. Okay, ropes and bonds. What's down here? It's got to be a ton shop, huh? No, no ton shop. Fair. Okay, I'm gonna bomb right here. All right, there you have it. Juicy cup get. Push this off the edge. Oh, dude, what a find here. I'm gonna take Big Spender. I'm really thinking of going Volcano, though. Okay, if this was a non-daily run, I'd be all over Volcano, but as right now, probably still jungle here. I hope you're having a nice one, Kinster. Thanks for hanging out, dude. What a cool day to be here enjoying some games. Love it. Is that a jetty inside the wall? Okay. Well, let's cook turkeys and release the jetpack. So the spike pit right here, it is. Okay, so we'll do this. This. Oh, that's a cool happenings, huh? Rust jetpack definitely isn't like something that normally happens. Pretty rare. Rare for item to be in the crust, and even rare for it to be a jetpack. It's very low on the percentage chance of item spawns. gonna say playing Spelunky is at least 1.3 times as difficult with a little baby kitty in your lap. At least. At least. Got him, right? We got him. I'm gonna go jungle here, but let's get all the money. Definitely want the resources. Whoa, dude, that's crazy. Thanks. I have this feeling it's going to be the rest of my streaming career now. This cat's going to be in my lap. This is it. Taking a real heckin' snooze right now. At least somebody thinks I'm cool, huh? Oh my god. You got to get a picture of this right here. This is Discord worthy. Oh, cat pose here. Hey there, Mr. Haydell. Nice to see ya. Alright. Picture time for little baby kitties is over. Is that a shrine? Hell yeah, dude. Oh wow, it's one of these, huh? Huh. I'm gonna pass on that. Oh. I get it now, it's a dirty tarp. Excuse me, sir, your tarp's got some dirt on it. Excuse me. I'm gonna go ahead and use one bomb to get the damsel free here. I'm gonna do a little technique where I bomb and then I whip that bomb. It's a great way not to explode something one tile away. If you don't have paste. Alright, 2-1 complete. Alright, got challenge area. Sister's right behind there, huh? Okay, we'll get that in a second. Okay, there's a spider with paste below. I also saw a storm. This is a packed level, man. Alright, here we go. Ooh, another crate right here? Hold on. A lot of items in this challenge. Another one? No. Let's go in here. Okay, cool. What's this? Okay, parachute and ropes. That's fine. Not bad, not bad. Yo, Bunny Wild, thanks for 97 months. 3 more for that 100 club. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Hey, Skit. Now that we have pace, I'm gonna free this sister right here. What store do we have here? An awesome one is what we have. Hell yeah, dude. Love bombs. Could put us in a weird spot getting the Hajit, but I don't care. Bombs are exactly what I want to buy. I missed. There's gotta be a little more to do here. Let's grab the damsel. Let's do this. Hoping for a 2-4 black market. We'll see about that. Okay, dark area. Dark's a little scary here because the torch definitely can light us on fire. No glasses yet either. Okay. I'm going to try to escort the bow to the bottom. Okay, so we do have black market here. Probably right below this. Here? Right here, okay. Okay, there's a statue up above and some other stuff. I'll be back out here in a minute. I just want to see how much money I technically need. Leaving the bow above on the right-hand side. Okay, there's a Matic too. Interesting. Glasses do want. Oodles of scarabs. Okay. Alright, kidders. More bombs. Alright, how about I buy the Hajit here, and then I'm going to go clear the rest of the level and we'll come back in. Buy the bombs on the way out. I gotta tell you, bud, you're in a very inconvenient spot, and I think you know that. Think you know that. Okay, I'll come back for the statue. I'm just gonna get these nuggets here. 375 per torch lit. That's not a small amount. 3 minutes left. So it's like we just entered the level. That's fair. We're doing good then. Okay, gonna go grab the statue now. Oh, what? Yeah, where is the sister here? Where is she? Good question. Where is she? Is she over here? Oh. There it is. Okay, so past the ghost urn here. Give me that. Let's go get the rest of this stuff. Bike shoes, I'll buy those. Need to grab my bow still as well. Top right hand side is where I left it. Grabbing these though. Cool, man. What a great black market. Buying Matic there and extracting the money from the level was definitely an option too. Would have been slightly better probably. But it takes a lot of work. Ooh. All right, here we go. Yo, the Kinster, thanks so much for 53 months, 5-3. Appreciate that, dude. Thanks so much for that continuation. Hope you have an amazing afternoon. Just grateful to be here doing this thing once again. Over here. Okay, I'm just gonna look real quick. Alright, statue and puppers. Ooh, that's scary. Oh, wow, no thanks. As it turns out, I've died plenty of times playing Spelunky. That's a no thanks. All right, it's official. Get me out of here. Oh man, water's amazing. Yo, Gilly J, thanks for 43 months of support. You rock. Thanks a lot, Gilly. Alright, no items up here, that's fine. Easy Olmec in the hole right now. Easy. 12 bombs well spent. Oh, those gems went flying, man. Dang. Yo, Golvan, thanks for 112 consecutive months. Thank you, dude. Enjoy that lurk, partner. What a legend. Listen here, bud. You're just a little kitty man. You keep sliding closer to my hands. Stop that. All right, here we go. Onward, faithful steed. Right on down. Easy peasy. Been a very nice seat indeed, Emil. An easy crush jetpack as well. A nice ride this seat has been. Yo, thank you everybody for this hype train. Do you choose to share your resub notifications, subscribe, use bits, or gift? Got a chance some exclusive emote unlocks. Boneyard Mods, thanks for 67 months. And Alex Incorporated, thanks so much for keeping it dapper. Appreciate that. Prime continuation. Yeah, this wouldn't be a bad temple setup at all. This would have been a really good Volcano run in general. So since we are doing the daily and still has 4 hours till reset, I'm going to go the Urn route. Just for continuity of the Spelunky 2 daily for me. Yo, Backstar, thanks for 41 months. Polygon 104 dropping 110 consecutive as well. Absolute legends today. Thank you. Here we go. What a weird little section there. Alright, now we're gambling. Alright, hold on. Listen here, little kitty man. You keep moving closer to my hands, or you should be moving further away from my hands. Yeah, I know. It was tough being little kidders. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. A couple more bombs. Who doesn't like that? I'm feeling like a 30 bomb technique on King, maybe 25. Definitely some blasting gonna be happening. Believe that. Alright, last item, yellow cape. I feel like there's going to be eggplant on this seat. I don't know why. I just do. Wowsy, dude. I'll wait. I'll wait. One more, bud. You can do it. Nice work. Get me out of here. Looking like maybe no shrine here. We'll see. We'll see. Could still be room for it. Ooh, yuck, dude. Alright, that was close. Looks like no shrine here. Okay, bear trap's already gone off. Nice. Yes, no shrine, no shrine. Alrighty. Let's clean up the lake here. Very hard to have the helping hand help you when you have an unclean lake. Yo, Red Wizard, thanks so much for that gift, dude. All the recipients today in this fragMas, just please enjoy the emotes and community. It's a pleasure to share this time and place with you. Oh, hey, I need to get the clone gun on hand first. You know, I was forgetting something. It's not right, it's not right. Here we go. Wow, dude, you did that. Here, take the sword instead, thanks. And we're off. I don't necessarily need to trap this guy, but if I do, that's nice. I'm gonna use bombs on Kingu probably anyways, so let's not spend a bunch of time here trying to fuss with this. Holy guacamole, that's some stuff. Kill bomb here. Okay, well, that's fair. Definitely fair. Hold on, where is this? Don't think that's a free skip. Yep. I do want to see what's back here, though. Aha, 12 bombs. Thanks, ton. Alright, on that note, I can also leave the clone gun outside just in case something happens here. Starting on the outside. Not too bad. I gotta find the door. There it is. And I'm out of here. Yo, Dot Level, thanks for 6 months. Appreciate you keeping it dapper. Appreciate that half year a lot. Go ahead and give this the old 30 bomb technique here. Ready? That was 9. That was 1. Get blasted. Cracked Jade Eye is the earn for today's daily, which has about 4 hours left. 4 hours left. Cracked Jade Eye. That's Alright, we've made it to the clone zone. Feels cool. Alright. Looks like the waddler's right here. They open it? Yep, sure did. I'm not going to mess with the Yeti Cave right now. Ali Ma. Let me check this out real quick. Yeah, that's right. Uh-oh. Good enough for me. That was fun. All right, here we go. That's disaster zone over there. This is also disaster zone. I'm using a bomb. Alrighty then, just triple UFO there, no big deal. No big deal. Room right away. Crack Jade Eye is the one. Cracked Jade Eye. Let's go ahead and make sure that's correct, though. Wrong button. Cracked Jade Eye. Cracked Jade Eye. Simple Jade Eye. Crack Jade Eye right here. You waking up, little man? Okay. Oh, there's a crate right here. Let's check it out. Ooh, web gun. Wow. Let's not do that. Thanks. Oh my god. That's scary. Everything's terrifying right now. You know what? This is worth 2 bombs to me. This cat right now is too much, man. too much. Okay, well, on this run, I can go into Madam's. Whoa, maybe I don't. You know, I'm going to pass on Madam's then. Also, what is this? Are you kidding me? This is me using a few more bombs, dude. Dang. Really nasty. Oh my god, little man is pretty cute. Just stop it. Okay. Sorry, I admit I am distracted by a kitten. I do admit it. Okay, what's in the gamble shop here? Can you watch my dog? Dude, thanks. Parachute? Okay, I don't want parachute, but... Cover pack, don't really want that either. I just want to see what the third item is. Glove, already got that. Alright, get me out of here. How much money do I have right now? More than enough to enter the challenge, good. Alright, I gotta figure out if 7-1 has the challenge on it or not. And if it does, it does. I see the door. Getting the clone gun on the clone bag is our new priority. So now that I know I'm getting 96 resources here, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a way up to, 1, find Waddler, and 2, get an easy way back down. So we'll just do this for the exit. Waddler's going to be over here, maybe? Yeah, there he is. Challenge time. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. No, he is a lap kitty. We're not creating one. He is a lap kitty. There we go. Got the resources. We're bringing the... I'm gonna put the arrow down here. Gotta load the arrow into the bow, so holding the bow is the way to do it. There we go. And what's this? More stuff we don't need. Cool, dude. Cool. Get me out of here. Good 7-1. Alright, this is interesting. Just wait on this one. I'm gonna throw a rope right here, just to simplify. Already gone off. Okay. You know what? I'm good on figuring out what that is. Let's just go up. Let's just go up. Orf. Let's go. That was interesting. I bungled my input there. Take credit where credit's due. Don't worry, little bud. That's not even a scary noise. It's a noise. Alright, here we go. Only one level left. It's the Hundun climb. Okay, they gave us a little bit of height here to start. That's nice. Even just getting that one tile at the beginning goes a very long way. Slower. Arrow traps over here? I don't think so. Water? No water. Awesome. That got him? It did. Good. Gotta be on this side, though. Alright, only 2 more fireballs here, and then I'm dropping down. Alright, yo, believers, we did it. All the way from 1-1 to Cosmic Ocean. I'm going to close out the prediction right now. And I'm also going to start a new prediction, or if this run will make it to 750 or not. 750. Halfway through Cosmic Ocean. 7.5 through 7:49. Good luck, everybody that wagers or re-wagers on the success or failure of this Cosmic Ocean run. Hey, buddy, here's the thing. You're real cute and you're real warm, but you're also in the worst spot possible. So, here you go, buddy. Here, go back here for a little bit. That's a good spot for little kitties. I just did that about 15 minutes ago and he crawled back in my lap. Like a little cutes patoots. Alright. Well, here we got lots of resources, so my goal here is to not use the outer area. Do not want to use this side level. Too. It's unnecessarily dangerous when you have this many resources to do so. Was one. You know, actually, it's a really nice last orb. Let's leave that one. He is a good little lap cat, but it's hard to play Spelunky and have a cat in your lap. That's all I'm saying. Alright, I'm going to take a very short break here. Just going to stand and stretch my legs real quick. I'll put it on the treat cam here so you guys can see little sleepy mans. We'll be back in just a moment for some more fun. Alright, we're back. Let's head on into Cosmic Ocean. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. I'm gonna do myself the giant favor of figuring out where the exit is before I pop these. Found it. Okay. Oh, we're still on cat cam. Well, that's no problem with that, right? Medic, you know, Medic's good, but it's way better if you don't have bomb resource. We do have bomb resource. Okay, that orb went off. I saw a monkey man right here. Boyot. Yeah, alright. Very dangerous level, dang. It's fine. That's fine. I goofed, but it didn't matter. Okay, there we go. That's 2. Wow, I got crushed there. My bad. Been missing those skull blocks lately. There's a lot of other things to keep track of. Where's orb 3? There it is. Oh, okay. I missed my input. That was my fault. Guess we're going with no Ankh then. Fair enough. Yo, Sunder CR, thanks for 24 months. 2 of them, he says. Years, indeed. It's true. Okay, so... my jetpack's going to be on the ceiling over here. Maybe? Over here? Oh no. Stand up, Jay. This is where we got bamboozled last time. Oh no. Okay, well. Not the most auspicious start, but here we are, doing it. Oh no, I panicked. GG. Okay, I think this prediction is not closed yet, right? Yeah, okay, we're going to delete this one. Congratulations, believers. Let's see how that did compared to everybody else. Number 70. A lot of people made it to Cosmic Ocean. Nice work, everybody. Nice work. All right, everybody, we're going to do a fragMas tradition right now. We're going to be playing Super Meat Boy 106% or thereabouts. I have not played Super Meat Boys for quite a while now, so this will be fun. I gotta do just a smidge of setup here. Give me just 1 second. I just have to turn off the cloud on this and then delete my save real fast. Updates, no, general. Okay, no cloud save. This one is, what is the key for this? Savegame.dat, I think. All right, well, I know where the folder is anyways. Super Meat Boy. User data. There it is. Okay. I did sound check before the stream, but if there's anything off, just let me know. All right, we're clear. Yeah, no Bashi anymore. Rigamore 2. It was a good run of 8 or 9 years there, but that time's up. Okay, I need to be clicked into this window. That tells me, is it running better now? Sure is. Sure is. Ooh, that's running weird. Hold on. Hold on. What's going on here? One moment. Let's Alt-Tab back into it. Alright. Alright, so for 106% here, we're going to be doing all warp zones, getting all bandages, so basically all of the content in the entire game. We'll be going relatively quick, but not super quick. Fun little note, that's one of the only spots I let go of the sprint button in the entire game, that little drop down to that one pillar. Okay. Hold on. What's going on here? Okay. Better. I think it was just off by a couple of pixels, size-wise. It's an old game, does some weird stuff, that's for sure. Go get our A+ here. Oh, I goofed here. Still got it? Close enough? No? There's some funky stuff going on with the game right now. One moment. Oh, you know what I bet it is? Hold on. Windows G? No, not game bar. That's not the one. Don't want to capture. Interesting. I don't want the game bar on. Interesting. Alright, just give me a second here. Getting a little hitch on the game. I don't know if you guys can see it on your end or not, but... when I'm going up and down, it is doing some weird stuff. Okay, what about if I do this? So if you go full screen here. Still doing it. Are you guys seeing that chunkiness on the, like when the blocks break and stuff? It's a weird one. Almost reminds me of what's happening with Nova Drift sometimes. Yeah, it's definitely slow down. Very weird. Very interesting effect. Yeah, I'm getting a slowdown. That's really weird. Why, though? Why, though? I gotta go back for that next level. Okay, where was that? Right here? I think so. Yeah, this one. Yeah, the graphic settings are really just full screen and resolution. That's it. Oh my god. Let me through. Oh yeah, good old Commander Vidya. Running good now. Keep an eye on it. Is interesting. Been a hot minute since we've been here. Warp zone. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not seeing it on the my wife's screen. The stuff that's happening for me. Pretty weird. Let's see this here. Yeah, smooth as butter. That's interesting. Play using your screen. I don't think that's gonna happen, but it's an idea. You know what? I think this might literally be a refresh rate issue on my screen. One moment. All right, one sec. Alright, that looks a lot better on my end. Feel satisfied. It was a refresh rate issue. I knew something was going on there. I'll bet you guys couldn't even see that in your end. I bet it was all on my visual. Here we go. Man, what a track this one is. It's running smooth now. Ooh, I wonder if this is going to solve my issue I was having with Nova Drift. I bet it is. Bet it is. Yeah, I bet you guys can't even see it. So I was at 59.9 refresh rate and need to be 60. That's what it was. So much better. There's something down here? There is. I'll redo that. Is it this level that has a thing on the bottom? Or is it the Dark World version? Oh, this is the one. A little rusty. Little rusty. There we go. I like this level a lot. I don't know why. I've always enjoyed executing it. It's a fun one. There's a character warp zone here. This one? Yeah, right here. Hey, DGBDs, thanks for 41 months, dude. Thank you, thank you. There's two types of warp zones in Super Meat Boy. There is bandage warp zones, which have 2 bandages each, and then there is character warp zone, which has a character and no life limit. Bandage warp zones have a 3 life per level limit, and if you fail, you gotta start back over. Not so much for characters. Fair. So there's warp zone here. Hold on, was that not it? Oh, it's over here. Alright. Fine. Let's do it again. Very easy to get the Dark World and the Light World levels mixed up if you haven't done them for a while. Oh god. Well, I hate to say we're going to make this a light world run right now. One moment. My thumb's not quite up for this. Though it has been a lot better lately. It's a very intensive thumb game. We'll play some Nova Drift after this. I'm curious if my issue is going to be sorted with this refresh rate thing. I think so. Oh, that was weird. That was weird. Let's try it again. Whoa. Why does that feel more sensitive than it used to be? Oh, because I'm entering too high. Wait. All right. I submit. I'm an old man now. We're gonna swap over to Nova Drift. We'll be back to Super Meat Boy at some future date. It's just not gonna be today. I submit. All right, so I was having a similar issue with Nova Drift. So I think this should sort it out. Why you do me like this? Play settings. Give me just a sec. Just reverting my display settings. Yes, I did just play Spelunky. My thumb's been feeling great for Spelunky, but I have to limit myself to 1 or 2 runs at most. And that's perfectly fine. Let me swap the title here. Big Driftin'. Alright. We good. Okay. Game start. If you're new to Nova Drift, it is a roguelike asteroid-style space shooter. We're going to kill the waves, collect the XP, upgrade our ship through a series of branching upgrades. First, we're going to pick our weapon here. Let's start today with the flak gun. Oh yeah, this is way better. It was a refresh rate issue. Great to know. Great to know. One sec. This is a really nasty first wave, man. Oh, flak didn't reappear. That's fine. Let's do a salvo here. Alright, salvo amp. So salvo just charges up missiles, then we get to release them. Couple ways to build this. Alright, let's pick our body now. So we got Viper, Research, Spectre's good, Carrier. Let's go for Carrier. Carrier creates little fellers. And little fellers do a couple things. They heal our shield, and they also damage enemies. If we drop our shield through perks, they would then all be doing damage. But for now, they help us repair, which is cool. I might take Death Blossom here early. This is for a later game. Let's just take Death Blossom. Cause your to rapidly fire your weapon and projectiles in a 360-degree radial spread. Yes, they're both great control schemes, Cheesy Bob. That's the long and short of it. Okay, we'll take Discord Orbs too. So every 2 wild mons we own, we get an orb that will rotate around the ship. Okay, well, a little bit of targeting is not going to be bad. Makes our projectiles home better. We don't have the best stockpile rate for missiles right now. It's alright. So when I say asteroid style, what I mean by that is that this game is not a twin-stick shooter. You don't point and shoot with one and move with the other. It is a asteroid style, so you have thrust and turn. I don't think you can equip it. Alternates between if you choose one. Like you can swap. I could use a controller right now and just start using it. But if you try to use both, it has trouble switching back and forth between the two. Though I could certainly see an application for that. Yo, Sam Mom, thanks for 60 months. Appreciate that 5 years. Okay, okay. I'm going to take Skirmish here. This leads to Terminate, which is a very nice thing to have later. Boy, you know who's going to love Nova Drift? A little s'more when he wakes up. This is a cat game. But for the moment, he's just a little sleepy man. It's tough being a little buddy. Yehoza Emperor, thanks for 41 months, man. Awesome corn dogs. Thanks for bringing those. Do I want Deadly Wake or Streamline? I think I might actually want Streamline on this ship. Little S'more is exhausted. So true. The Deadly Wake. Okay, let's take Elegant Construction here. Extra construct hull and assembly speed. Since we generate constructs, swarm constructs as a base part of the ship, more levels we have, the faster those will be able to replenish, which is very nice. And I'm dead. Well, there you go. Let's do it again. Oh, I'm excited this game is running nicely again. Also glad it was an issue on my end that I figured out. Thanks, Super Meat Boy. Alright, Flak Cannon. The Flak's real cool because it's very strong at the start of the game, and it doesn't... it takes readily to a lot of different upgrades, but I think it's the one weapon that gives you the most freedom, or a lot of freedom, to build whatever you want. Let's go for... Go for Reflect Shield. Reflect Shield's real burly. I guess the way to put it is Flak readily takes to upgrades, but it's not required to have a lot of upgrades to be effective. Go Architect here. So Architect, you can only deploy one construct at a time, which is usually mines when you go here. So we'll just take mines now. Ooh, Evolutionary Niche already. Okay, so Evolutionary Niche is really good on Architect because all of Architect's things are about boosting constructs. So when you get an extra 10% body unique power, you're getting 5% mine effect, 3% blast radius, and extra 5% construct deploy speed. That's nice. Let's go ahead and take mines first, though. I'm gonna make a little fireworks build here. I think I'm gonna be shopping for a new monitor on my break. If you guys have any suggestions, I'd love to hear those in the Discord. I know a lot of you are very trying to mix 3 words together right now. I know you guys are great with technology. Love to hear your suggestions. Targeting's okay, but maybe not as necessary on Flak. It does help. Like blast radius 2, velocity. Probably taking snipe here, but not going down the rest of the tree. Alright, adds or improves projectile targeting. It's not bad. Alright, here we go. Loaded mines. Oh yeah, they're spicy, boy. I'm gonna take Bravado here for sure. This is really dangerous to take Bravado. Enemies encountered are always either elites or champions. It's a very scary effect. It does mean slightly more XP though. And also Bravado greatly improves our mine ability. Ooh, those are spicy right now. Like that. Alright, I'm going to start saving up for the Ataraxia super mod. Ataraxia is a mod that allows you to collect XP from further away, but in order to get it to show up in the pool, I have to have 4 upgrades stockpiled. Quick. Oh, I'm so excited the game's running so good right now. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's very true, McQueen, that it is kind of difficult to implement controller stuff. That's what I've heard too. And I think for most games, it's hard to have controller and keyboard work together because when you enter one input, it tries to override the other, is my basic understanding of it. Hey, what's up, Pinball Wiz? What's good, dude? The singularities that are appearing, they do steal my XP, but that's fine. The XP amount we're getting here is very minimal compared to later in the game. These mines are blapping, dude. Hell yeah. Alright, what are we grabbing here next? Let's go ahead and grab Magnitude. Oh yeah, this can cap out this. Hold on. What do I care about this? 30% mine damage and mine effect. 75% longer construct assembly spine. That's a bit rough. Let's grab Magnitude. Magnitude is free damage. There's no downside to the mod. It's the first one in the damage perk pool. Alright, we're going to go for a volley here. We're looking to get down to Fusillade, which will double our projectiles. Flak starts at a base 12 projectiles, so that's it's a lot of projectile count increase. This firing array? Firing array's a no. Blast radius. Non-explosive projectiles deal 15% damage as blast damage to other targets. This is pretty nice for flak. Let's go ahead and do that. Because inevitably when these things hit, there's going to be other enemies nearby. So we're getting a little blast damage. You can see the explosion radius now. It's not huge, but it adds damage to every projectile. Alright, elegant construction's a big yes for architect mines. It's just something that scales upward. Oh my goodness, mine specialist already? Extra mine damage, mine effect, assembly speed. Less assembly speed for other constructs, but as the just being architect, we're only going to use one construct type at a time. Okay, evolutionary niche, again 5% construct speed, 5% mine effect, which is how much projectiles there's happening. Okay, well, snipe is certainly good, but... Oh yeah, Candescence goes towards the burnout reactors. Let's go ahead and grab this now. You know what? This boss is going to have a pretty mediocre time because I'm dropping big old mines right inside the middle of the ship. Dang. Big bada boom, dude, not a chance. Okay, here we go, focus fire. Next up after this is the doubling of projectiles. Whoa, now I'm getting slowed down again. What the hell? So weird. Are you guys seeing any slowdown on your screen's end? Definitely possible, it's only me. No, it looks really good on your end. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I just need a new display, is all it is. Holy guacamole, am I dead? Please don't. Yo, DJ Woohoo, thanks for 102 months. Appreciate you keeping it dapper. Thank you. Four times the next super mod we get here. Shield cooldown's kind of tempting. Let's do a reroll here, though. Okay, there we go. Doubling of the projectiles. At the very least, I'm glad that I understand what the issue's coming from, then. Alright, I don't want purification here. Probably maybe even shouldn't have taken corrosion. I don't know. Efficiency, that's not it. Let's reroll here again. Ooh. I'm gonna take improved thrusters. I don't plan on going all the way to warp strike, but okay, corrosion was good. We're adding corrosive stacks for every projectile that hits. Get some hull strength going on. And the amount of projectiles coming out of these mines is awesome. Let's grab absorption. Absorption is basically flat hull damage reduction from all sources. Wow, 4 evolutionary niche, sign me up, dude. That is 20% mine effect. Also 20% faster construct speed. Ridiculous. How do I feel about minefield here? 50% mine assembly speed for minus 20%, 25% mine damage and mine effect. I do think that 50% rate of application is pretty awesome right now, though. Yeah, we're getting pretty much full screen coverage regardless. Alright, let's go for shield durability. Yeah, they really do, Night Gecko, look like fireworks. Pretty cool. You know, increased explosion radius is interesting. Let's try increased explosive radius, because every single projectile has an explosion radius of some kind. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. Oh, I never made it to save for Ataraxia here, did I? I'm gonna start doing that right now. Hey, likewise, Sargos. The only reason I haven't been playing Nova Drift is having a slowdown issue, which I thought was game-related, but I'm now understanding it was display-related for me. It's not a big deal. There's no slowdown happening on the stream, which is much less annoying to know it's not happening there. A Splinter, probably not. Regeneration. Yeah, I don't really have any healing right now. That's fair. I've already taken a shield something, so I'm not going to be doing that. Shield effect radius. Let's roll here. What about reflexive shields? Omni shield, not omni shielding this run. Let's go for barrier here. Barrier caps the amount of damage that can happen to shields at one time. So that's cool. Alright, let's go ahead and take Force Armor, get a little tankier. Force Armor might as well read just take 10% less damage from all sources. Very nice scaling. Alright, I need to roll around to the back side here. Corrosion's really nice on this fight because when one explodes, it'll pass the corrosive stacks to the next segment, and if we reach the middle of the ship, it explodes. It's much safer than trying to kill it from the front. Snipe's a good damage increase, but I'm debating going into Blink here. Yeah, let's go ahead and take Deadly Wake. Deadly Wake's very nice on any enemy type that chases you. Deadly Wake can kill pretty effectively. And let me tell you, there's a lot of enemies that chase you. This build's craving more mobility. Let's roll here. Payload's definitely good damage increase, but... You know what? I'm going to take Velocity here. Helps our projectiles travel further. Oh, I haven't got rate of fire yet? That's interesting. Snipe's cool because it adds damage to every projectile based on distance traveled, and you can see most of our projectiles going all the way across the screen, so definitely a good effect. I love Reflect on these guys. So good. So good. So let's try one last thing here. You know, it's not happening on your guys' end, but I'm still curious. See. Okay. Now, this is a big old lad, but not the most dangerous. Ooh, okay, his shield is very, very beefed up right now. Not dead, that's nice. This guy punishes auto weapons like Mind Salvo quite a bit, because any damage to the front of the ship increases the shield blast radius. Oof, a lot of voids there. I guess I'll take payload. No, actually, no, I'm going to take self-destruction, because after self-destruction, we've already taken Candescence, so... Burnout Reactors is now in the pool, which is 30% faster mine construct rate. That's where the damage is at. Wave 100. Okay, I don't have that blink yet, which makes this tougher. Be alright, though. This guy's pretty easy to outmaneuver on the first time he shows up. Once he starts getting faster and faster, though, you better watch yourself. That's gonna take shield cooldown here. That's cool. Seems relevant. I'm gonna roll here. Alright, there we go. Rate of fire is definitely good. Rate of fire directly increases the amount of projectiles per mine. Straight up. Oh. Hold up. Hold up. He's not getting pulled into the singularity, is he? Not enough time. Boy, some really nice stuff here. Payload's good. Warpath also good. I'm just going to go for payload here. Does reduce our rate of fire, but increases projectile size and damage. Our damage has fallen off a little bit here, but it's still a working system, I feel. Okay, weapons mastery, definitely not bad here. More everything for weapons. Let's go. Let's go. Oh wow, I still don't have Blink yet. That's scary, dude. Let's roll again. Burst fire is very interesting here. Roll again, though. There's burnout reactors. Okay, 30% construct assembly speed, which is our mines we're blapping out here. There'll be a steady stream of poppy corn now. Hi, Daisy. Yeah, your bro-bro's behind the chair, though. A little sleepy, man. He's gonna wake up and be a spicy lad. You can just tell. Alright, I'm gonna try burst fire here. It does significantly slow down my volley, but it's 20% more projectiles inside the mines. Yo, what's up, Joblob? Enjoy that lurk, dude. Appreciate ya. Got him. Wow, those mines are shredding right now. Love it. Hey, Fluffy Kirby, what's good? What's good? What does Barrage do here? Nothing we want. We're gonna take Blink now, so now I can teleport a little bit when needed. Hey, Tennyson, thanks for 48 months. Looking forward to that. Part 2 of Enemies 2.0 myself for this game. Gonna be awesome. Guidance is interesting. Less velocity, rate of fire. Maybe not. Let's roll here. Warp Strike, not taking on this one. Let's go Warpath. More fire rate is more projectiles. Alright, Discord Orb sounds like a nice improvement here. We already have quite a few wild mods, so this will be extra AoE damage and a little bit of zoning for us. Get our shield back here. Very purdy effect here. Oh man, these mines are awesome. This is definitely the best flak mine build I've had. It's cruising right now. Farsight's pretty good. I'm gonna take kinetic boost because as we're moving around, our mines projectiles will still gain damage off of that. And we're certainly moving now. Got him. Yo, Ulfie, thanks so much for 39 months. Appreciate that Prime continuation, man. Thank you. Reflect shield's so good on those. Wow. So good. Cool, Dr. Brock. If you wouldn't mind dropping that in the Discord, I'd really appreciate it. I do very much appreciate the suggestion. I just know I'll forget by the time I get around to shopping for that. I'm not going to look at stuff till vacation. Thank you, though. Yeah, general or game suggestion would both be fine. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Don't need anything super fancy, but I'm technically using a TV as a monitor right now, and I just don't think it's meant to be a gaming peripheral. That's what happened. Still doing its job just fine, though. Not hang out in those trails, that's how you die. Yikes. I'm gonna let my shields recharge here, hopefully. I'm gonna go skirmish here. I think terminate after this could be really good. I don't have that many levels left to get right now. Already 220. On wave 220, wave level 43. Most runs are gonna cap out around level 50 without some other mod help. Nice. Good wave. That was close. Didn't flinch though. You know, reflexive shields is still plus 5% max shields, so I'll take that. What's our shields at right now? 155. That's a lot of shielding. Yo, Iceman Chad, thanks so much for 99 months. One more for that 100 club. Thanks a lot, Iceman. Shield just broke. Oh, wow, my regeneration rate's really bad. That's really the first time I've lost my shield this run, which is great, but... Big bada boom. Yeah, it kind of appears so. I think it's right. The conclusion I've come to is that the refresh rates being different on the two different monitors is causing some issues on my display, but it's not causing any issues on the capture. So I guess I'm in the market for a new monitor. My main concern when I was seeing slowdown previously was that it was slowing down on stream, so if that's not even happening, I don't care as much. Ooh, owsy, that hurts. Uh-oh. Dead? Not dead? Hold off here. Oh, it'll be fine either way. Just to confirm, you guys haven't been seeing any, like, weird slowdown or anything in the game? Like, I see it on my main screen, but not on my, my preview. But it's also hard to monitor both while playing. An easy enough fix. Thanks, McQueen. Appreciate that. Appreciate your eye. Alright, here is Terminate. I'm probably going to try to go for Terminate into Essence Sap. Just as a hypothesis, I think what might be happening is when the game, you go to the level up screen, it kind of like loses focus on the game, and then it's alternating between two different refresh rates between the two different displays, which is causing some weird stuff. All in all, it's pretty minimal though. Just being picky, that's all. Lad. Watch out, I got some large lads. Watch out, large lads over here. Am I dead right now? I think I'm dead. I am, in fact, very dead. That was fun. All right, give me just 1 second. I'm just gonna use the restroom real fast, and then we'll do it again. All right, here we go. No annihilation mode for me today. Well, flak was fun. Let's do a thermal lance build. I'm not sure what shield I want for temporal. Go for Halo. Halo Lance certainly does have a cool look. Alright, let's take Viper here too. It's got plus ignite duration. That's nice. Okay, let's read the Thermal Lance tooltip here. It scales with its charge level, right? So it is blast radius and rate of fire, which increase the size of the lance. Rate of fire seems to be the cleaner upgrade to me. Fine. Oh, I can't escape while using the lance. That's fair. Well, I mean, Thermal Lance loaded mines is a proven entity. More projectile is actually pretty nice for this. Let's go magnitude here. Incandescence is burn damage. Need it. elegant construction. Yes, please. The rotation rate on mines is random when they're applied. Interesting fact. Okay, burst fire is pretty much all just bonus here. At least for the size of the lance it is. It does make the sparks a little bit less effective, but no worries there. Let's melt this core real quick. Go. Corrosion's definitely good. Warpath, payload. I don't know if I actually want to do that right now. Let's just take the Discord orb. Okay, mine specialist, let's go. Give him the old windshield wiper, not bad. Wave 40, we're looking really good here. I'm going to take a spontaneous generation. This can cause little fellers to spawn from our mines. That's nice. Or little fellers to spawn from stuff we kill with the mines, rather. These apply vulnerabilities, so it just increases damage. Holy crap, he got melted. Alright, we go here and then get high explosive for even bigger lance. I'm gonna roll. Definitely open to something defensive. Let's take some more mobility. Okay, not concentrated blast. We want the other one. Streamline, not so much. Hold on here. Stabilization, here we go. I want agility for 30% turn rate, because then I can maneuver while having the lance extended, which is a big help. There it is, agility. So it's 30% rotation rate. That's nice. Your damage applies corrosive stacks to targets. I probably should do this because Lance applies damage really quickly. It's going to apply corrosion. This is going to really destroy segmented enemies as well. Boy, howdy. I haven't taken any shield stuff yet, huh? Let's go regeneration. I think I'm actually going to drop shields here and then go for Vital Bond so I can keep these swarmers out. The plan. There we go. Rapid reconstruction. You have no shield, but 100% regeneration rate. Okay, now I'm going to take Retribution, which does maximize... Like, it counts as maximizing the drones, or the... It helps us get to Vital Bond, because it counts the maxing of a construct type. Big workover of the construct effects on the next update for this game too. It's gonna be awesome. Okay. How do I feel about purification? Minus 30% weapon damage. Not so sure on that. Not so sure. Let's take maximum hull since we just dropped our shields. Oh no. Dead or not? Not dead. Okay. Toasted, dude. There it is. Vital Bond. Your constructs benefit from 60% of your regeneration. So that's going to offset the little fellers dying automatically. They take automatic hull damage, these little guys. But now we heal faster than they take damage. That's nice. They will end up getting killed by explosions and different enemy types, but they're going to be a source of damage, which is very nice. Alright, I'm going to strafe instead of blink here. So strafe, you can travel any direction, but I have a forward bound or up bound to the D button on my keyboard. So if I press D and then left click, I get a little big boosted speed, in fact. Yo, Apache Prime, thanks for 50 months. Appreciate that 5-0. Thanks, dude. Ooh, yuck. Yeah, Adrenal module is pretty good here. High explosive, though, is like 20% radius on these flares. The mine assembly speed here is interesting. I think I'm actually going to try minefield. I know they all explode at once if they're in a radius, but I get mines out a lot faster this way. Alright, let's take some absorption. Yeah, that happens because of the boss spawn on Annihilate. Though it is a pretty rare occurrence for sure. I don't want to banish all this stuff. This stuff's pretty nice. Let's take force armor. Okay, I'm gonna go for power reserves. 50% resistance to mobility reducing effects. That is thrust and turn radius with the thermal lance. Kinetic boost. Yo, Zarpius, thanks for 52 months. Much appreciation. Gonna do one last call. Anybody see any slowdown or anything on the game? I'm relatively convinced I've solved this now. At least figured out where it's at. Like a little puzzle. Oh man, get yourself windshield wiper, dude. I feel like if you guys are gonna see it, it'd be super noticeable. Well, something I learned on this run, minefield, extremely effective. Extremely. Let's go adaptive armor here. So my thought with minefield was that the mines were all going to explode at once, but it's just not been the case. That was my concern, at least, with it. Get shredded. So a big reason he got shredded so hard there was these all of these little fellers each apply vulnerability stacks, so we're getting dozens of vulnerability stacks on the enemy, which is huge. Okay, for our upcoming stream schedule, we have 2 days after today's stream remaining in our fragMas summer, 31 streams. I'm going to be playing Shotgun King Final Checkmate and Luck Via Landlord tomorrow. Those are both new games for the stream. And then we're going to have our finale on June 2nd with a triple FTL run, Federation B, Kestrel C, and Rock C. Apotheosis is very interesting. Let's go ahead and do this. No collision with enemies. Sounds awesome. Is purification actually a damage up here? I think so. It's less weapon damage, but it's more burning damage. And as far as I can tell, Lance is burning damage. Let's double check those. Yeah, so the weapon damage down is only going to affect the spark damage. Okay, did I take Adrenal Module yet? I haven't. I do think that taking 1 Hypermetabolism is not bad. Let's go ahead and do that. That's 45% more regeneration rate. It means our maximum hull is lowered, but as long as we don't lose it all at once, then we're looking pretty good. We also no longer have collision damage, so it's really only projectiles that are going to get us in trouble. Get your core melted. Dang. Aegis is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Go ahead and take Aegis. I am holding still sometimes. Still not quite used to using Strafe yet. I'll get there. Trying to integrate Strafe instead of Blink in a lot of occasions. This is another way to go about it. I like mobility. Like Adrenal Module now. So there's bonus damage to enemies the more damage we are, and since we pulled off part of our hull automatically with hypermetabolism, it's just a global damage increase of a percentage. And percentage-based damage increases is where it's at. Well, let me tell you, when S'more wakes up, he's going to be super awake. Maybe the most awake he's ever been in his tiny little life. Knockback and pull directions. Do I actually have a pull direction here? Not really. I don't think this pulls enemies in. Like, yeah, it doesn't. I don't have any knockback associated with the lance. This is just a radius increase, I think. Works for me. Big bada boom. One sec. Almost dead doesn't count. I think another height metabolism is asking for trouble. I'll take the explosive growth. Let's go. Dead? I am not dead. Oh, hey, I can just live inside this guy. Okay. He blasted me away, though. Okay, I'm gonna take, well, no. Let's go ahead and take Warpath. That was a fun explosion. I enjoyed that one. Okay, I'll take self-destruction. I mean, burnout reactor wouldn't be bad at all. Maybe burnout reactor is not appropriate right now. Oh, it's fine with the regeneration. It's fine. Since we're vital bonded. So... Almost dead doesn't count. Alright, let's take 4 times double tap here. I mean, that is a lot of rate of fire, so even more radius for us. Roll time. There it is. Okay, constructs take 8 whole damage a second. Is this going to mess up my mines? It is. That's tough. So I need more regeneration to make these last longer now. I think that may have tanked our build, and that's okay. We learned something. Yeah, we probably lost 75% mine damage there. That's really tough. That's fair. That's fair. So no burnout reactors if we take minefield especially, because that lowers the hull. And then maybe if we had a little more regeneration, that could work out. As it wasn't meant to be. All right, everybody, that's going to conclude the show today. So let me give you guys a heads up what's happening the next couple days. One, I'll be back for the Spelunky 2 daily a little bit later tonight between 5:30 and 6:30 will probably be when I'm back on for the Spelunky 2 daily. Tomorrow we're going to be playing Shotgun King Final Checkmate and Luck Be a Landlord, 2 new games for the stream. Looking forward to checking those out. And then on the following day, June 2nd, we'll have our finale with a triple run of FTL, Federation B, Kestrel C, and Rock C. So I'll see you all a little bit later tonight for the Spelunky 2 Daily, and tomorrow for Shotgun King Final Checkmate and Luck Be a Landlord. Thanks for another great stream here on Twitch. I had a lot of fun. I actually learned quite a bit here on an overdrift. I'm really glad I was able to, I guess, suss out that issue I was having with slowdown. Really glad that's not actually affecting the stream quality. It was just an issue with my peripheral. So very cool. Thanks for your help in troubleshooting that as well. As I'm signing off here, Joseph, thanks for 47 months. I will leave you guys with a couple little kidder pets. I know, Daisy, you just want the little guy to wake up, but he's tired right now. He's having a sleepy snooze day. That's tough. All right, catch you all in a few hours for the Spelunky 2 Daily. Appreciate you all very much. Thank you.